balls in it.
That wasn't the civilians weren't the problem in the plan. It was the fact that we're droids, but you know.
Have to take a bath.
There's also resistance. I actually think we don't have. No, we definitely do. Do we not have any more?
Not coming.
At our...
Jaws, Ordo.
Probably not.
Insufficient permissions.
Just I haven't been feeling too well, guys. I don't want to get you sick, so I wore my mask.
Server group revoked.
Oh my fucking god.
All the
Channel
modiums
switch.
are a 3.5 and a 3.5.
Yes.
Are you not coming?
To what?
The war room?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I forgot.
Lol.
Channel switch.
He's not sure.
User
Clips
joins the
out.
channel.
Very slight clipping.
Nick X80's on time.
Do you want me to DDoS his Minecraft
Get
server?
the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
We're gonna have a full table.
Oh, that's where the Adarocton remnant went to.
The who?
The fucking resistance. I was like, oh, we don't got any more resistance objectives left. No, they just consolidated up in the northeast.
Well, they've had that objective. Communication relay. Yeah, I kind of agree with the bottom part here.
Shut up! I'm not making.
Charger's making plans before we've even fucking discussed.
I'm not putting. These are not plans. They are suggestions.
Why
do
we
I can't see.
just
I can't see
capture
Wraith.
all of this?
Kill Legacy.
All right, stop.
I can't see the casualties for Wraith and Shade.
Why can you not?
They're missing.
Let me guess, Legacy. That one in the middle is the gravestone crashed again.
Every fucking time. I am
Every
so tired of
single time.
Wait, I'm
destroying it over
said
and over.
Wraith?
You can't.
Why
keep
else do you
paying
think you
for
call
this.
it a gravestone?
wait, what?
Because we're
That's where
Ghost
it got its
Company,
name.
forehead. Where do ghosts live?
It's what the ghost of the gravestone.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see it.
It's probably because you marked them before we loaded in.
Is that a
It's not
thing?
a skill issue
That's
to
not
me.
a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how sometimes you can't see lines that people draw? It's the same thing with map markers.
No, it's 100% a thing. You should place those after everybody loads in.
Oh my gosh. I blame
Or
them.
place them on the
Which ones can you
template.
not see?
Any Zeus placed
Wraith-
markers or drawn markers placed before someone loads
Double
in won't
click them
show
and
up.
then
No,
that's
do you
okay.
see all of these though?
I see all of these except for presumably Shade right here and Wraith right here.
Okay, can you put down Shade
Here,
underneath? Shade
me,
has
let me
it.
just
56.
here. Do
there
you
they
see
are.
him now?
60.
Yep, those are good. Those are good.
Yeah. So Legacy, another tip: if they don't see him, just double click, hit OK again, remarks it, and it should show up for those
Oh
people.
my god. I was
It's more
holding
annoying
Alt
with-
and like dragging it around.
You learn something new every day.
It's more
Yeah,
annoying
it's
with
all
like
good.
phase lines because then you have to redraw the
Yeah, you
entire
do have
phase
to
line.
redraw the phases. You can't just bring those back.
But I can see like every phase you've marked so far, like the B1 company's headings and whatnot. Nice Charger marking the movements for B1 companies.
What is this?
Traitor.
It was from his his fucking communication.
Master
spell
USB
base.
doing
Is he
something
down in
behind
the
the
fucking
scenes.
Rishi listening post again?
Yeah. He was down there all night.
You see that white line?
The white one?
There's a white line. It's impossible to see.
Oh, I see
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
These two. See.
Wait, what are we waiting on?
We can just go now. I mean, oh, NickX is here. Yeah. People. It's your time.
Oh, he is here. What the fuck?
Hello.
When did you get here?
He didn't say anything.
I'm-
A couple minutes ago.
Interesting. All right.
I'm
Is
like
that
a
everyone
ninja.
who's coming?
Should be.
Yeah, this is it. Probably.
All right. Cool. Well, if anyone else shows up, they can suck it up. All right, everyone. Welcome back to War Room once again. Our situation report for this last week. Shadow and Shade platoons began their assaults early in the morning. Shadow platoon completed all objectives with minimal casualties and secured all civilians alive within the ship component facility. The B1 commander was captured at the airfield, and they established FOB Mars for future operations. Shade platoon, next up, completed all of their objectives. The city of Lensburg was liberated from its occupying force, and civilians were successfully rescued from the internment facility nearby. Next up, Spirit Platoon deployed later in the afternoon, destroying the communications post and securing intel at the rally point. An occupied town at the CIS defensive line was leveled, and a CIS garrison within the town of Lassen was unable to be cleared, has since been marked with its occupying force. Wraith Platoon deployed in the dead of night and completed all of their assigned objectives. There was minimal civilian casualties and destruction of property, although a local politician secured from his bunker unfortunately died during extraction as the LAAT transporting him crashed. Forward Operating Base Cookie was successfully established for future operations. So, as for casualties, a Shadow Platoon incurred 18, Shade Platoon incurred 56, Wraith Platoon incurred 60, and Spirit Platoon incurred 60. To Legacy, if you could now roll for the fatalities.
Yeah, rolling now. Oh my goodness, we got a 20. Holy shit, that's the first time.
Oh boy. Alright,
Did we
so
win?
you have incurred a 25% fatality with 75% of the forces being back for R&R. So.
On a
Yeah,
roll here.
Alright, so you lost 49 men, but that leaves 145 going back into the pool.
Okay. So, if I'm reading this right, we have 224 active reserves, right?
That's how many were sitting in the pool. Then from the ones that were covered from week 5, we got an additional 19 reinforcements from Oh, 150. Sorry,
Oh,
total,
total.
current.
Okay.
This is the
Sorry, I didn't see total because it was in blue. On a blue background.
All right. If anyone has any questions before we move on, now would be the time.
The CIS garrison, which I no longer see on the map, that was not one of my objectives, so that's why that wasn't clear.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what happened with that,
Are
but
you
I'm sure we
the
can
one
clear
in
that
the
up in the
city up
future.
here?
Yeah.
Said it wasn't one of your objectives?
It wasn't in my briefing, and I'm just reading over the briefing again now, and there's nothing about it in there either.
I thought I had seen it on the operation map.
Yeah, that's the reason that wasn't. Yeah, oh yeah, it was on the map, but then again, all the objectives are on the map, so yeah, that's the reason that weren't clear.
All right. Duly noted. All right, then we'll move on to what we have cited as far as separatist troop movements in the region. There were a few counterattacks that the separatists have initiated on the south and north side of the region. In the south, separatist forces executed a coordinated counterattack on the western droid factory with intent to capture it. This was a two-pronged attack with an infantry company attacking from the MSR to the west, and an infantry company and armored platoon pushing on the back roads from the south of the droid factory. The advance of the infantry company to the west has been halted on the MSR, with them currently engaging with forward operating base Cookie. The infantry company and armor platoon to the south have made it to the droid factory's area of operations, however, have been facing a considerable amount of resistance and were unable to completely capture the objective. It is currently in the midst of being contested between separatist and Republic forces. Region. The Northern Separatist Command made an effort to capture the Republic-held naval factory. They deployed one airborne company behind Republic lines in the city of Friedorf to initiate an attack from there. However, this airborne company is only at half strength and is struggling to make a push out of Friedorf. An infantry company north of D10 has started to push the naval factory from the southeast, and this naval factory must be defended. If any of you have any questions at this time, go ahead and present them. All right, then. With that, with the capture and the capture of the communications relay, a multitude of infantry and armored companies were revealed, have been marked on the map, as well as prisoners that were freed from the salvaging Providence, and went ahead and informed us of a multitude of companies and unknown units up by the independent communications relay to the northeast.
And these
All
were
right, the
from
only
what?
other thing.
Where were these from?
They were from the prisoners from the salvaging Providence. All right, with that, we can head into planning. You have one ARF team available for tasking. One of them is still missing in action, and one ARC team is also available.
So just to clarify, the B1 companies, they're not considered objectives, correct? They're just considered forces pushing against our lines, right? Like basically, I'm asking, do we have to deal with them?
No. It's just so I can answer because I don't think I took yours. No, this is just to signify where their strength is. They're not objectives itself. So, and if they're sitting down here on the line, that doesn't mean they're necessarily pushing. They could just be holding the line unless specifically told that they're making a push, like what's happening in this droid factory.
Yeah.
Basically, if we pushed a platoon towards that capital city, they would be hit by those two companies.
Yeah, from the west. Yeah. Yeah, and I said let's put Spirit on the capital city to deal with that.
All right. Take it the airbase as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna be deploying
What
from
are we gonna do about the
Bog
naval
Omega.
factory?
Yeah, that'll probably be best.
Because no fob is currently under immediate threat, we can deploy several different platoons at a same fob, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the defense of the naval factory? The north of that.
I can probably deal with that as well.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
needs be.
if it's a defense and just kind of like what these lines are saying, like I know the airborne company, they're already insert, like kind of trying to make a push out. Like it shouldn't be that hard of objective. It's not like pushing behind enemy lines. But this capital city and not gonna be fun either.
I don't know, because what I'm worried about taking the capital city instead, well, more focusing on the airbase rather than the capital cities, because the capital city has that province sitting right over in its line, its range.
Well,
So if we just take it by itself, like.
Well, we can take the Providence before they take the city. We just have to offset the time they deploy. That won't be an issue.
The big thing
So
too
should
is
we
that
not? Are we sure we're gonna focus everything up there though, or 2 platoons up there at least?
I mean, I could quite easily defend the factory, take the airbase, and the capital city in a single op. I believe.
Like I'm not worried about that plan at all. I'm worried about like what's going on down here to the south of the map, more or less. There's a lot of contested area down there.
Yeah, we got 3 platoons that are done with the South though.
thing about the Providence too, Nick X, they do have those missile launchers, so they're gonna be more of a pain in the ass than Efficients or AA sites. And I think those missiles
I could
might.
take Banthas.
No, but guys, we can take the Providence
Yeah,
out
yeah,
with
yeah.
another platoon. Like, you know, like I don't like.
Well, why don't? Because really, we just need one platoon. You can just have one platoon kind of scrape up all of this, right? And then really, you could send 2 platoons up here to the north. One grab all of this stuff to the. They can handle the naval factory, the air base, and the Might be a stretch, but maybe. And then you could have another platoon take the capital city and the Providence, but just hit the Providence first, then the capital city. And then you have a platoon left over to do maybe these disruption emitters, because I know those are what begin a real bad negative debuff on it.
I was gonna say, Shadow, we can deploy out of Mars, defend Mars, and then push either straight out into those disruption emitters, or we could go for one disruption emitter and the droid factory. That's currently being defended, but we're gonna be harassed by the behemoth the entire op. The only issue, which
yeah, I feel
so
like
be it if that's
that behemoth would have to be dealt with, because I think it would just be so much of a pain for you guys.
Can we not have one platoon push out very early morning, take out the Providence and the Behemoth?
probably could if any platoon wants to do. There's of course going to be the secondaries that pop up, but that is dedicated ship clearing.
That would probably be better for either Wraith or Spirit, just because they have more infantry added.
Yeah, either Wraith or Spirit wants to volunteer for it. Otherwise, I'm happy.
Well, Spirit's
I'm
already
happy
up
to
here
take
out of
the.
Omega. So I guess
I'm happy
Rafe
to
can
take.
Rafe can do it. Just yeah, right. If to take out the Behemoth and the Providence, So it's just 2 interiors.
Yeah, it's gonna be clearing out 2 ships and whatever secondaries are in that area.
Where are they
We'll just
deploying
go
from?
from.
Oh, Omega.
We'll go from. Well, actually, yeah, we'll play from Omega.
Well,
I don't know. Would Cookie? Would Cookie make more sense?
Cookie,
Yeah, Cookie would
Cookie
make
would make
more
more
sense.
sense because it's in between.
Yeah, it's closer. Okay. We just get everyone kitted out in CQC.
And then I guess Shade will just deal with the.
We
I
have that
mean,
droid factory there that's under attack. And
There's another droid factory directly to the south.
well, Dad, you guys have armor, so would it not be better for you guys to go into the cities instead of going into
Do you
these
want
hills?
cities? Do you want this? Do you want the civilians in the droid factory to die? As much
Yeah.
as I trust Phantom, it's inevitable when you have armor roll through a city. Like it's gonna destroy infrastructure pretty heavily. Plus, there's roads all through, or not all, but there's this one main road that or little path that leads up to there. The Banthas can easily take these, or at least they should be able to.
Yeah, but
And then this one over here, once, assuming we send armor, we can just move it downhill and follow this MSR.
yeah, it just could be tricky, especially getting into the second disruption, because there is no road that connects it.
Yeah, it's just going downhill. If we send armor over to this one, alternatively, we can always send an infantry squad and airborne. Because this would be, I think I could probably make do with maneuvering around in the mountains with a squad of infantry and airborne.
I mean, push comes to shove, you've got LAT-Cs.
That is also true.
Yeah, there's an MSR right here. That's what I was thinking. So you can just drop them on that if push comes to shove and push up.
Yeah, I don't think it should be an issue for us. Yeah, we'll defend Mars and then push out to those 2 emitters.
Well, we only have 2 objectives
We might
left.
we might have
actually.
to deploy later in the day, because as long as that behemoth ship there, that's gonna be like just shitting out constant vultures, and our banthas are gonna have a hard time on that push.
Well, Raid's going to push out early before the rest of us and destroy the 2 main ships.
Better.
So we only have 3 objectives left that are on. So we have this communication, and then the opponent, and then to the east. Do we just want to tack on
Where?
to the northeast? Yeah, the
If component
communication.
facility and airbase sounds like
Yeah.
a side operation there. Go ahead and put ARC and another detachment on it
For which one, the airbase or
for all of them.
all of them? That I don't know. A lot
You
for.
talking about to the northeast?
Yeah, that's a lot
For
for
which?
an art team.
It would be the communications relay, the ship component facility, and the CIS airbase. They're all around that eastern, just that eastern line.
Do you think they could sneak in, plant some demo charge, and sneak out?
Yeah, I mean, like the airbase is.
I not for all 3. That what I was more trying to get at is for Shade, Wraith, and Shadow just extend themselves to take 3, just like Spirit's taking 3, and then we can be over and done with this.
I feel like we'd be overextending at that point, though. Because if we're fighting to have more objectives for the weekend after this, then we would need to actually lessen how much we take this time.
If we
Or
complete
else
this,
we'll overextend.
if we complete this, then we're just done with the Atarox campaign, right? Or at least as far as we're aware, unless there's another region.
Probably. Yeah, once the behemoth and all that's taken out, but it
'Cause,
would be a while.
Don't forget, Charger. We still got there's still a whole nother planet that was presented to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
just worried about us overextending. Is the only thing.
If you
I can
yeah,
probably do the ship component facility because it's going to be whatever small objectives outside the Providence and Behemoth, and then the Providence and Behemoth itself. And maybe I'll run it because we're going to be inside. I'll run an ARC team, and along with Mystic, and we'll take out the ship component facility.
And then Shay, we can just if we're taking 3 each, then Shay can just push directly towards that last CIS airbase down at the southeastern side.
who's gonna take this communication relay to the north?
I
Can
guess
that be a
Shadow.
side op? Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think that would be reasonable for objective.
I mean, if it can be done in a side op, I don't mind giving it up. But if it can't be done in a side op, then I can literally just deploy a Spectre and a squad up there.
I mean, it might be a good raid.
It's whichever. I guess it's just whichever one you guys would have more confidence in. The side op or a platoon. being
On the
slightly-
communications relay,
Yeah. Because they don't really have to worry about these other fucking islands. They have to take out this.
then I just say do it a side up, Dad. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm happy to
Yeah.
give it up.
And I mean, if they fail, can't we just have Dead go there anyway, or is it just we have to decide
Me.
now?
It won't fail. You just don't make it only ARC. You send them with something else like a.
Just the one ARF team. So it's just package them
No,
together and send them.
no, you do like so. You send ARC, ARF, and Revenant to go with them.
But we don't have any. We don't have any Revenant teams.
Our only
Oh
available-
no, you're talking about the roll. I'm not talking about roll. I'm talking about literally.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah, the teams that we have available are the ones used for both rolling and side ops. So we have a single ARF team for recon and a ARC team for deployment.
I mean, we have a lot of ARC troopers. We could send a full squad, 10 ARC troopers.
pretty sure it says 6 for an ARC team. Fuck, I don't.
There's
I
no
pre-
rule saying you can't.
I really
so-
don't care, but you gotta also I don't think it's right now, but you gotta also last time I think they only had like 2 people show up, so
Yeah, it's all about if they show up or not.
that's what you're
Well, I mean, it's
banking on
Monday.
too.
Give enough notice, and I'm pretty sure over the weekend they can.
Last time there was enough notice, but the thing is, like, it's whoever you want to take it. To be honest, if the side op's gonna happen, you have confidence and let them have it. You know what I mean?
I'm happy to say have ARC deploy in a side op. If they can't deploy or if they fail the objective, then I can just inform Shadow and we can shift up there and clean up whatever's left over.
I think that's the best plan, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Get off this fucking island. Chilling. Alright, what do we have next, Durzan? Time and reserves, right?
Yep. Set up your time and choose how many you're sending.
What do you think, Charger?
Question Legacy.
Hi.
Do our current reserve pool transfer over to like, is it persistent or do we get a new one every time we leave a planet? Because if this wraps up this planet and we which planets, like I'm wondering if we should full send our reserves or if we get like essentially a full resupply of reserves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, whenever we start a new episode, which would be planet, yeah, it would basically just be refreshed. I'll be honest though, I didn't expect us to kind of aim to get all this done, so that's why the the reinforcements for 150 came in. But no, yeah, the reserves will be replenished. Never restart a new
Okay.
planet. Damn, that would have been fun. I think I did the numbers and like before, if you with the total remaining reserves, we would have had to do like 80 each. That would have been
We can
fucking
do-
horrible.
We can do 123 people per operation if y'all want.
We have a max
And
of
then-
10. Or
Yeah,
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
well.
440 is the max for each.
And then split between each platoon 110. I'd say like might as well use what we got. Go for
Yeah.
the full 110 for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any that
Got a
we're
lot to deal with these
thinking?
ops anyway, so we're gonna need the max that we can get.
Oh, okay. 2.5. So everyone get 2.5 deaths. That's get you.
Is there any other platoon that or are we equally splitting it between 110 across the board?
What?
What?
Yes.
Are you-
We're equally 110 each.
Okay.
I don't know what you were trying to say, Lexi.
Charger got me. Okay. Charger, what time are we going out?
It depends on when.
Oh,
Wraith-
Rage
or- yeah,
probably. Wraith should probably choose your time first.
So,
There's no Wraith representative.
What? Yes. Sorry. I'm in demon. Sorry. Or
Yeah,
I'm sending
what time?
tactical messages.
Tactic.
Oh, what time? We'll probably do what? 6 a.m.
Damn, that's like the best times.
Just go after them. Like it's the exact same.
Well, we have to go a couple hours after.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but I mean,
sure that their
it turns
objectives are
daylight
completed.
like 5 minutes after that time. So
Yeah. You insert night and you fight till day. It's night.
I mean, I guess we can just for shade. We'll just hit it after the end of whenever they stop selling breakfast. So around like 11.
Damn, this motherfucker. Ben.
Widow, do you got a preference of time? Has to
Spirit,
be
Spirit will go 9 a.m.
I was thinking like 1 o'clock.
Want to sleep in.
I'm cool with
Yeah.
the 1 o'clock. I
I'm
honestly
only saying
don't.
afternoon because as long as Wraith brings down both those ships, then we can move out a lot, like extremely easy, and we can have high visibility on the roads.
I honestly don't think we've deployed like anywhere like Shadow. This will be the first time Shadow's deploying in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's either been early morning or night for us.
Actually, I think
Yeah,
that's
we'll
good
go
too
one.
that you guys are deploying a little later like that because if we deal with this airbase, then you guys fucking worry about it. So.
Yeah.
My time.
No
I'll be right
breakfast this
back.
week.
No breakfast.
Wait, where are we?
I
Oh, we're
have a
gonna
shadow
come
at
for a
night.
cookie.
We get to have the brunch deployment.
All right, Durzo, we have anything else?
Everyone's canteen is raced with mimosas.
You're sending your ARC and ARF team to deal with that top independent objective, correct?
Yeah, the communication relay.
Yeah, that's it. You're good to go.
Like with just the ARC team we were sending.
No, I thought we were
Then
sending.
Yeah, I might as well just send the ARF.
Just to give them high-powered support with that fucking
Double down.
not overcharged plasma round or whatever it is.
Durzo, can you take a Durzo dog? Well,
Screen if you're talking about screenshots, I already done
yeah,
it.
my shit's broke. I can't take.
I have the backup shots taken as well.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
Cool. Stream now. Thanks for coming.